Hi, this is Brenda, and this is my first video of 2021. So happy 2021. I'm told it's not 2021, so that's exciting. This morning, as I was coming to work, I got an opportunity to come with my friends who, we used to travel together a lot to work, and over the last many months, we haven't got that opportunity. And I noticed with one of them, we hadn't talked in about 3 or 4 months. So I asked her, Patience, have you eliminated me from your life? And we laughed about it. But, as we talked, I told her, by the way, it's okay to eliminate. It's not entirely a bad thing. So I know many of us have planned, made New Year's resolutions, but some of us, maybe we got tired of that habit. But if you're still the kind of person that makes resolutions, whether New Year's or at any point in your life, there's a way to do it that's actually a lot more practical. I tried it last year and it worked well for me. Beyond setting goals, you have to ask yourself, what things do I need to eliminate in order to create space for the goals I want to achieve? And what other things do I need to incorporate in my life? Recently, I met a very renowned gentleman here in the city, and he told me, for me, this year I've decided to network more often so that, I drive myself more towards my goals. For you, it could be you're at a point where you need to eliminate things. So are you constantly feeling overwhelmed? Are you constantly, getting things in your life, and then you reach a point and it's just too much? There's a friend of mine who actually told me the other day, he called me, he wanted to do some work for me. So when I called him, he said, Brenda, I am very busy. I have my day job, I have 4 companies I'm running, I have all these responsibilities, I feel overwhelmed. So when I told him, why don't you take a day off and just rest? He said, I can't afford it. But what am I saying? You shouldn't reach that point where you can't afford to take care of yourself. If you're at that place, it means you have too much that you shouldn't be holding on. So allow me to use this example. One of the things I really, really love to do is shop, and especially shopping for clothes. If I find a good cloth, I want to buy it. If I have disposable money, I just want to buy. So what happens? I shop a lot, and then I come to my house, and at some point I just have too much. So what do I always do? Sometimes I give them out. Okay, after maybe 6 months, I do some sorting, I give some out, but still I end up buying. And my sisters laugh at me and say, you have so many clothes, but you wear just a few. So what am I saying? Even when we accumulate so many things in our lives, what we need are really so few. We don't need all that. So you can have 100 clothes. If you're a lady, you understand this, and if you love shopping, you know what I mean. You'll keep bringing, but they're your favorite 10 pieces of things that you constantly use. So with career, with life, I know we can have so many passions. Some days I'm passing on the street, I see a street child, I'm like, I should do something about that. You see a lady crying, I should do something about that. You see the economy falling, I should do something about that. But can we do everything? No, we can't. So for me this year, what I'm challenging you to do is choose the things that you need to eliminate from your life and have the courage to eliminate them. And there's a process to it. There's a process to it. You don't have to just do it haphazardly. So I'm going to encourage you. Step 1, explore and evaluate. Look at the list of your 20 things you're passionate about, or you're required to do, or that you think you must do, and ask yourself, must I really do this? Is this leading me closer to where I want to be in 5 or 10 years? Should I be the one doing this? When you ask yourself such questions, then you're at a place to say, okay, maybe not. But it doesn't stop there. Step 2 about it, after you've evaluated, then you have to actually eliminate, You have to throw it away. Like I told you with my clothes scenario, I'm just not going to sort and put it in a pile of bags. Because you can actually do that, and then before you know it, you're drowning in, a bunch of things. So after you've eliminated, collected, eliminate. An elimination could be giving it up to someone. If you're lucky enough to have someone you work with, to have people in your life that can support you, delegate. If not, there are things you must actually throw away, and don't be afraid of throwing away. One time I collected old shoes, I threw them away, I found some people in my house, I brought them back inside, they were too attached. And I get it, sometimes you're so attached, but you need to come to a place where you're like, this one, I need to throw it away. And then this one, there are projects you could maybe say, let me pause this one for this year. There was a point where I had to pause my research project because at that point was no longer aligning to what I was doing, and there were more important things at the time. Do you have the courage to say this one? Let me pause, start off again. There are those that you have to actually just close. And then once you've done that, step 3 is to have a system in place that actually helps you to pursue your most important goals. So if you've decided this year, absolutely 1, 2, 3, I must do by myself, what systems are you going to put in place to make sure you do and execute as needed? So one of the things I did last year was, once I decided on the things that I wanted, I looked at my list and said, okay, where can I create more time for this work? I noticed, okay, TV, sometimes I watch it too much. I had to cut that out. Not completely, but significantly. And then some of the projects, I realized I couldn't do them alone. What system can I have to support me? I found I needed a coach. So I found a coach to work with, and constantly they will check on me. And then also my scheduling. I had to come up with days. On a Tuesday, on a Thursday, regardless of the situation, this is what I need to be doing. And that worked for me. And guess what? By April, I had achieved almost everything on my list for that year, which was sad because then I didn't develop more things. But this year is a better year for me. I've decided I will still do all that, but also maybe do quarterly, because if you're organized and if you created the time for yourself to do the things that need to be done, there's like a lot of room for success. So don't be afraid of eliminating. And yes, it may be a relationship that has run its course and it must go, okay? It could be a job that is taking way too much time and yielding very little returns. It could be the time to let that go as well. It could be a passion that, I don't know, you need to pause or let go of. So do an audit and just eliminate. And again, Happy New Year. I know this year is set to be great if you do the right things.